Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? Well, today isn't so much about what's going on in Japan, but in the Netherlands, where Fansubs has officially become illegal to create and distribute online. You can check it out in the full Ars Technica article in a link down below. But basically, a foundation called the Free Subtitles Foundation came under fire from the Netherlands Anti-Piracy Association called BRINE, and they decided to take it to court. The lawsuit served to make clear whether or not the creators of the TV show or movie reserves the right to create and distribute subtitles. And it was ruled that they can only be created and distributed with permission from whoever holds the rights. Basically, no more fansubbing in the Netherlands. BRINE's case was that subtitles are mostly used by people who download pirated media, and thus fansubbers are directly helping piracy and damaging the market. What does this mean for fansubbing? Even though this case is for Netherlands only, this is pretty bad news for fansubbers all across the world, as it sets a legal precedent for future cases to work off of. Fansubbing basically made anime popular everywhere else in the world that is not Japan, with the rise of BitTorrent and file sharing services, and if not for fansubbing that would appear online in mere days after a show's first airing on TV, the Western fanbase definitely wouldn't have grown to the state it is today. But in the mid-2000s, Japanese licensors started to grow worried about the effects of fansubbing, as potential Western licensees were not as willing to license their series, as Fansubs had already distributed it to millions of viewers already. This was directly responsible for a heavy drop of Western acquisitions during the mid-2000s, and it would go on to affect even the Japanese market, as some Japanese people were even downloading the English fansubs because they were uploaded so fast in such good quality, which obviously affected the sales of their DVDs back home. Before all of this stuff happened though, there was a pretty strong unspoken agreement between fansubbers and Japanese copyright holders that once the anime was licensed for Western release, the fansubbed version would no longer be circulated. As a result, many fansubbers were not viewed as pirates back then. But as you can probably tell by the sounds of it, this was pretty hard to uphold, as once you release it into the wild, it's pretty much going to be out there in the wild forever. Even if you stop circulation at the source, people are still going to have copies of it. If you really think about it, fansubbers are pretty much the biggest fans of the industry. They do it because they absolutely love it and want to share that affection to others, and what do they get out of it? There's pretty much no way to monetize the fansubbing alone, aside from a little donation here and there, but in no way are these guys doing it for money. And many creators do realize that it's a great way to generate additional exposure, which is really why it has survived all these years to this day. And of course, that it's pretty hard to police in the first place. But good intentions doesn't always mean good results. And that is why, as we get to see more simulcasting of anime, we're gonna see less and less of fansubbing, which by the time simulcast is common, fansubbing will have served its purpose. But anyways, what do you guys think of this court ruling? As usual, let me know in the comments down below. Thumbs up the video if you liked it, and don't forget to follow Tokyosaurus on social media for Japanese culture tweets and video updates. And subscribe to Tokyosaurus if you haven't already for the latest things people are talking about in Japan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.